Today, I would like to teach you how to determine whether a certain expression is going to be a factor of a certain polynomial function. So we're going to take a look at this specific example of we have to determine whether x minus 2 is a factor of 3x to the fourth minus 6x cubed minus 5x plus 10. And the best way to do this is to see whether this term divides evenly into that term. In other words, if there's no remainder, then the answer will be yes, that this is indeed a factor here. Take a look, right? Take a look at this, right? 10 over 2, what's the value? 5, right? 10 divided by 2 is 5. So is 2 a factor of 10? Why, yes it is, because it divides evenly into it, and we got a whole number here. But a value like 4, let's say at the bottom, this does not divide evenly into 10. This would be 2.5. You have a fractional remainder, okay? So that's what we're going to do, and to help us out, we're going to use synthetic division. Bam. So the first thing is I'm going to look at the thing that is being divided into. In other words, we're taking x minus 2 and dividing it into this polynomial function. So first, identify the highest power, add 1 to that power, and you're going to get a total of 5 for this problem. Well, 4 plus 1 is going to be 5 no matter what, whether you're working on this problem or not. But we're going to have 5 columns. What that's going to tell you is that we're going to have 5 columns to our synthetic division table. Now what you want to do is you want to then identify the 5 terms in your polynomial, but uh-oh, we only have 4. What are we going to do? Well, there's one that's missing. If you notice, there's a pattern here, x to the fourth, x cubed, then there should be an x squared term, but that's missing, then an x term, and then the 10. So since we're missing an x squared term, the coefficient will be 0. In other words, because 0 times x squared is just going to be 0, right? So it's like it's not even there. So this will be the coefficient of that x squared term, okay? 0. So now when you write your terms on out here on the top, all you got to do is put them in decreasing order in terms of the coefficients of those powers. What I mean by that is you're going to put the 3 first, then is going to come the negative 6, then the 0 because that's the x squared term, then the negative 5 because that's the x term, and then your constant 10. Cool, easy peasy. Now work on your, what this is called now, that's called the divisor, the thing that you're dividing by. Simply take that value and set it equal to 0. Solve this then for x. So x is going to be equal to 2. And the reason why we're doing that is because we're trying to figure out what number goes here outside of the synthetic division table. So that's going to be a value of 2. Once you have the top row figured out, all you got to do is follow a series of steps. Watch. Drop this 3 on down. You're always going to do that with whatever your first coefficient is. And then you're just going to simply multiply this by this. And whatever that value is, in this case it's 6, right? 3 times 2 is 6. You're going to plug it into the next adjacent cell. So it goes here. Then what you're going to do is you're going to add these terms together now. What the heck happened? There you go. Add those terms together. Negative 6 plus 6 is going to be a 0. Now repeat the process. Take this term, multiply it by that outside term. That's a total of 0. Plug it into that adjacent cell. Add this column on up. That's 0. Repeat the process. Take this number, multiply it by that number. That's going to be 0. Add this column up. That's going to be a negative 5. And then take 5, negative 5, that is multiplied by 2. That's going to be a negative 10. Add this column together, and you come up with a value of 0. Now this is the all-important value. That's why it's highlighted in green. Whatever this last value is, that represents your remainder. If the remainder is 0, then what that means is that whatever expression you have here is indeed a factor of whatever that polynomial function is. So the answer is yes. The answer is yes in this problem. If this wasn't a 0, guess what? The answer would be no. And that's all you got to do. Thanks for tuning in. I really do appreciate it very much. If you can, like and subscribe, maybe even tell some of your classmates. I'd love to help you out with more problems. We got thousands of videos out there. Thousands. Not only in math, but chemistry and physics as well. We solve specific problems because guess what you're going to see on your test? You guessed it, specific problems. We want to help you do well. Check us out. We'll see you soon.